Hey, welcome to Real Deal Xbox Podcast. You know, every single Tuesday, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got a fantastic panel here for you tonight. D-Batch isn't here. He caught herpes, so he's getting that treated. But we do have Randall Thor to fill in, and we've also got, like I said, a bunch of good topics. We're having a lot of fun here tonight, guys, so hit the like button if you're here early. Do appreciate you very much. Hey, we're going to do some introductions. How are you, Fonzarelli? How you doing today? Let me make sure everyone can hear you, by the way. Oh, no, they can't. Hang on. Yep. See, now, here's the thing. You didn't miss much, chat, because I got to the, I checked it, but not quite quick enough. But at least now we're not wasting the intros on a bunch of shit that doesn't actually happen. Here we go. Desktop audio. Well, not yet. I got to apply it, and then I got to hit OK. Now say something.
All right. Can people hear?
Yeah, now. Fonz, how you been, buddy?
I've been great. I can't wait to do the show tonight. You know, I was away last week, and I was missing you guys.
Were you?
Missed all you guys. Yeah.
How much?
I want to talk about this stuff. A lot, man. And I missed this chat a lot as well. So let's get into it, man.
Where did Tim go?
He'll be back.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. On my screen, I guess it's lagging behind.
Yeah,
okay,
on my screen, he's gone too. That's
You're
weird.
gone. On my screen, you're gone.
I'm
Neely.
magic, bitch.
You're fucking invisible.
I don't know.
I'm Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Guardian Leviosa.
I don't know what's happening there, but, you know, hey, we're all here, chat. I don't know what it's saying to you. This is the first time this ever happened, but
What's happening
we've
here?
also got Randall Thor, buddy. Thanks for filling in for D-Batch, brother. Last second, you called me. You were wanting to talk about Gotham Knights and how it looks like shit. And we're gonna cover Gotham Knights later. We have a lot of similar opinions on some of that stuff, but thanks for joining us, man. And, you know, another RDX. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making my triumphant return to
You better
RDX.
retweet this, too. I ain't one of them basic bitches.
Oh, well, sure. Did you tag me in it?
That's an inside joke.
I didn't get a tag, dealer, you know.
Hey, look.
I'm making my return to RDX. You know, the show has suffered in my absence, but I'm here to right the ship. So,
Randall, don't lie to the public. Hey, we've also got...
never lie.
Stop lying, man, with a million lies. Hey, we've also got Zalker87. Buddy, how you been?
Doing good. Glad to be here. A lot of topics. Rand is back, which is always great to see. I'm going to be friendly to Rand today. I'm not going to attack him any which way because he's a good guy, and you know I miss Randall.
the only thing that we have an issue with...
This show has sucked. This show has sucked
thing-
since he's been gone.
The only thing that we have an issue with is the Batman. How could you not enjoy that cinematic masterpiece?
I'm not going to let you guys take this
You're
shit
gonna
over, okay?
fucking... Everybody baits me
ridiculous.
on this thing, and I want to jump off a cliff.
Hey, shout out to Titan Drago. I'm playing some Orcs Must Die 3 with this gentleman here. This is footage a little bit old here, but I never got to show it. Orcs Must Die 3.
Orcs Must Die is fucking awesome.
Okay, so, hey, I want to give a shout out to Tony Bryan as well. Remember, 31 months, man. Shout out to you. He said, glad to be here live. He says, I've been working on a small game. I hope you all get to enjoy. You're working on a game? Okay, you got to fill me in on that behind the scenes. I did not know that, man. So, thank you very much. We also got Xcloud Toon Dog, man. How you been?
Yes, I'm sorry. Right now, I'm suffering Xbox Live outage, and I am on my phone. So just bear with me, and we'll have a good show.
I wonder why I'm really not showing up in here. Like, I'm not showing up in the Discord thing on the screen. So I can leave and come back, see what that does. I don't know if
Let's
that's
not fuck
smart.
it up anymore, but it's working.
I'm
I'm just saying, man, you're going to come back and be like, nobody's going to
I'm
understand
leaving and coming back. All right. Are we good?
I don't know. Are
Yeah,
we?
hey, I'm back in here. Hey, Tim, leave the
I
Discord.
don't know. Did it disconnect?
Leave the Discord and then come back in. You'll pop up on the screen. But yeah, hey, shout out to the chat for sitting here listening to us babble like idiots. Again, hit the like button if you haven't. We're going to have some good topics. We got some good shout outs tonight. And obviously, let me know if I just fucked the show up and it's lagging out now. So yeah, let me give a shout out to Dub Mobile, Ruben Almighty, Dave Incubus, Ricky Fallon, Fight Lines, Not Cylic, Bad Boy Live, Achievement, Nano Polymath, Exordan, Costanza, KY Bob, Goose 8402, Strike Khalifa, Assassin Lupa, Foreign Object, Gag Quisteo, John Blue, Vec Boss, Devator X, Real Deal Nil, Suicide King, Tasty Genie, Michael Bowen, Guillermo Cavillo, All Might, Dark Seam, Fendo, Fonzo Hogan. That is the shout out tier on Patreon. That's one tier of people that want to sponsor each and every episode. If you want to be one of those people, check out the link down below. As we do give Well, we got to give a shout out to Sony. There's announcing some numbers today, right? Nobody else is hyped about these damn numbers, huh?
I was hyped about them.
Yeah, you had more hype about Bugsnax.
Wait, what numbers are those?
PlayStation 5 is shipped to 19.3 million units worldwide. Awesome. They got 2 million in the past quarter, so you do the math there. PlayStation 4, by the way, has shipped 117.2 million units to date. 70.5 million units of PlayStation software for the quarter. So, even the Sony guys are starting to go more and more digital. 14.5 million units of first-party games for the quarter. We've also got digital software ratio, 71%. That's kind of crazy, man. A few years ago, it wasn't anywhere near like that.
You don't say. It's as if people came with the times, idiot. Like, I want physical. Shut the fuck.
People don't want physical, bitch.
Hashtag forever physical.
Hashtag 47.4 million PS Plus subscribers. 106 million monthly active users. And no mention of Gran Turismo 7 or Horizon Forbidden West numbers.
That's the one thing I gotta say
odd.
is weird. That the Horizon Forbidden West numbers, I felt like they would talk about it. It came out in February. Like, we're going on 3 months here where we're not hearing anything about these numbers. I don't know. That's not a good sign.
Always talks numbers, especially with their games. So it is odd.
What is going on, Fonz? Huh?
I don't know. Maybe did they not bundle them yet with the console yet? Or yeah, that's right. Nobody can get one. Yeah, that's it's crazy to me that they're not talking about numbers. Those numbers, but they're willing to tell you about how many consoles are shipped and all that. It's like all they want to do is talk about all the positive and nothing negative, maybe.
Why are you being negative about it?
Speculation? I don't know.
Are you saying Horizon Forbidden West didn't do very well, Phone?
I don't know. Maybe there was this other game that kind of overshadowed it. It was called Elden Ring.
Yeah, the game that Zalker hasn't finished yet. Yeah, that game.
God,
I don't want to beat it. I don't want to beat it, dude. I really don't.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saving Haggle Tree in the last area. I'm just like up. I'm like
Tree?
right there, or whatever the hell it's called.
I'm saving Fraggle Rock.
Zucker, that's kind of the same way I feel about Horizon Forbidden West, except I don't care to finish it at all because it's horrible. It's not.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry about these negative fucks. We's all about positivity.
Negative fucks. Bring up Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights is
for 45 minutes.
Hey,
Sony had a hard time this past year or this past quarter shipping PS5s. 2 million is quite low. I believe Xbox shipped more than that, quite more than that. They are projecting, though, dealers, since this was the end of their fiscal year, that they're going to sell 18 million next year, or in this upcoming year, from March to March, which would be a significant increase because last year they sold 11 million and they're projecting to sell 18 with the 7 million increase.
But
and there was a whole bunch of other stuff.
Randall.
They're expecting to make like 8 billion more in revenue this upcoming quarter. I think because that they have more first party software and they expect to sell more hardware, and there's going to be the PSVR 2 launch probably either later this year or early next year.
But Xbox paid for trip priority, Randall.
Did they?
No, they fucking didn't. So, like you said, Rand, they only project the numbers to go up, and up. And I just feel like nothing new here. I don't know how this really compares historically.
$25 billion was knocked off of Sony stock like this year alone.
I got to bring that up.
I'm just saying that that's reported by CNBC. Like $25 billion was wiped off of Sony this year because of the chip shortages for the PlayStation 5, and a contributing factor is the Microsoft competition, which is the Activision Blizzard deal if it goes through. So there's a lot of stuff that's going around right now in the back end of all this, and like business wise of multi-million, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, and people are not talking about that. I mean, they're not talking about the sales numbers for Horizon. They have less consoles coming out. Xbox has like pretty much won every MPD, like in at least North America, right, for the last several months. And if you look at Japan, which usually Sony kind of dominated, Nintendo's dominating. So it's like, are we just going to ignore all that shit? Like, everybody's not going to talk about it? I'm just saying.
Hey, those are things that need to be pointed out.
I think if you look at it, objectively. I think that they've done good in some areas, and they definitely have an issue with the hardware shortage. I mean, it's obvious. It's a pretty severe shortage to think that they only did 2 million. They haven't been that low in a really long time. So I would say what you take from it is overall positive, but yeah, there are some questions to be had, like how did they get themselves in that position? I mean, yeah, you could definitely attribute the shortages and everything, to what's going on, but still, it's definitely a very low number that
it's kind of a global chip shortage, you know.
Yeah, but it's pretty severe. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
look
the
at
worst chip
Xbox,
shortage of all time.
yeah, but you look at the Xbox on the flip side. I mean, we've talked about the yields and the certain stuffs around the availability.
That they can build more of a Series S because in this time where it's a global chip shortage, like the fact that they can build so many more Series S's for instead of a PS5 or Series X, they're going to get more silicon to work with, and they don't need as many CUs on each wafer to be high performant, so they can really chop stuff down and keep stuff rolling out. I don't know. I just Sony's numbers are good. I don't feel like any of us really give a fuck.
And let's not act like people don't want a PS5. People definitely want that PS5.
Of course.
There's just not enough to go around. It makes a lot of sense.
Chat, let us know if you want a PS5.
Of course they do. If they don't, they probably already have one.
Well, I'm sure there's at least 2 people that don't.
Most gamers, yeah. Of course. A lot of gamers out there. I won't say most, but a lot of gamers are multi-console gamers.
Mm-hmm. Are you sitting in bed and under a little blanket with a warm glass of milk on your chest?
That's what it sounds like. He's like hanging out.
No, I'm just sitting here in my closet as usual.
Come out of that bitch, to stretch a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Come out of that bitch.
Hey, we do again. Chat, let us know what your thoughts are on these numbers. I don't keep track of all these numbers from Xbox and PlayStation all that much. I just know there's a global chip shortage. The person that can build the system that requires the least silicon is going to be able to build more of them naturally, and couldn't have hit it at a better time for that kind of strategy. So I don't know. Let us know what your thoughts are. We do have a few people in the chat here. Face 23 Brooklyn, he says, here for Rand. That's a lie. You're here every week, sir. You actually super chat the same amount. Thank you very much for the support. He says Gotham Knights is next gen only now. Nice to see. We need more of this. But yeah, ask yourself how come it doesn't look better than last gen games. It has nothing to do with the platforms, and it probably is marketing. They're going to bring it out later on the last gen consoles, just like multiple other games have told us they're not doing a last gen version. They bring it out later. We just saw that recently with Godfall. Meat Puppet, by the way, member for 29 months. He says RDX best Xbox podcast out there. Thank you very much. He says wave, eyeball, and truck emoji. And then we got Dark Sea.
Need me to.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we got Dark Sea Meth. Giveaway suggestions, chat. Hit that like button, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Put suggestions out there. We got Drawn
What
TJ
games
says,
do you
"Hi,
want Dark
guys."
to give away? That's what he's asking you. So let him know.
We got Drawn TJ says, hi guys. Hello. We got Hargi Chani. He said he messed up this chat, but he wants me to read it correctly. He said, if Wayne, Zulker says Batman sucks, Batman sucks. If Wayne says Gotham Knights is great, Gotham Knights is great. Here supporting you, Zulker. Smiley face.
Fraud.
That's right, bro.
Target's being choked by his beard. He's got low oxygen right now. Just
you leave Hargi alone.
Shout out
He's
to Hargi.
Supporting who he's supporting.
Shout out to Hargi. Obviously, he's here every week, man.
By the way, Rand died. He's not in here anymore.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah.
What is going on?
He gone.
Is he in the Discord?
He's not in the Discord or anything. He's not anywhere.
Randall.
He might have set his computer. He's still coming. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fucking Tim.
Sounds like Tim's radiating in from the upside down. And back to you, Tim.
Yeah, we got Gaming Forte also. I was told that I misspoke the last time I was on RDX. I'm truly sorry for all the trouble I caused. I hope to be invited again to make amends. I don't even remember what
he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
He never said that.
I know what he's talking about because I got a billion messages about it. Forte saying that Sony never bought Bungie. And he argued about it for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like,
what are you talking about? He did not argue for 45 minutes about it. I don't remember this at all. This wasn't in my Forte. I got your back, bro. 45 minutes wiped from the earth.
Look, Forte.
Doctor Strange.
Motherfucker. Oh shit. That was Fonz, not me, Forte. I'm a big fan. I don't know.
He's trying to Men in Black this shit.
I love Forte. How would you say that?
Who cares about that bitch?
Oh, shit.
Come on. Forte's great. No, I'm just kidding. Forte. Love you.
Rand just said his power went out. So,
sure. The old power went out.
Hey, man,
trick.
it happens.
Yeah.
Remember, I was supposed to have on the creator of the Xbox, Seamus Blackley, and that week my power just so happened to explode. No, I've never gotten a hold of him again.
I'm calling it right now. If I see him getting one achievement point on Xbox, I'm gonna stab him.
Well, he can jump back in. I don't know if we got some other people someone else might want to join in.
Oh, my power's going out.
Forte, oh, no. Forte's always on the bench, though. Forte wants to jump in here and fill in, but his luck, he's probably playing Destiny 2 right now. So,
you leave Forte alone.
I'll guest him in case he wants to jump in. I'll guest Forte in case he wants to jump in. But Pawns is in the open voice chat right now. Okay, he just jumped back into the regular voice chat. I'm sorry, chat. This is going off the rails. Too much insanity. We gotta get moving. Shout out to 830 of you watching live already, guys. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two about the show. We do appreciate it. Sony's numbers, they look good. Let us know what your thoughts are on that. Also, let us know what the hell happened with Xbox Live a few days ago.
Bro.
I tweeted out about this, because every time this happens, there's like 20,000 people that, we'll see in the comments probably. Nah, mine was fine. Mine was perfect. And I'm like, okay, well.
Damage control.
Hey, man, there's been times where it's been down for some people, but not me. I'll say that. But this was a pretty big outage.
Bro, their outage went down like Rand Thor's power. It was out. It was gone.
It was gone.
I don't know what happened, but from Thursday night all the way to Sunday, like, people couldn't access their games. I couldn't access my games. I was in the middle, because I'm a fraud, of a Sea of Thieves session. Like, legitimately 4 hours in, had probably like 600,000 worth of gold with my buddies, and then just all of a sudden gone. I couldn't get back on. I got kicked, didn't get any of the awards, nothing. Couldn't reconnect, just gone. And so I was so pissed. I don't know why, it just happened. So they talked about it. Their own website had the gaming services were down like for 2 days straight. So some people were able to access their games, but most of everybody was not able to. If you went to like any forum or anything, like thousands of people were like, what the F? Couldn't play anything.
Yeah, not even. I've heard single player games were even off.
Yeah,
limits,
nothing. The DRM
that just brings the whole DRM thing up into play here, and this is what we're complaining about with the Xbox One.
Apparently, that was what did Nano send me? He sent me something. I will pull it up here, but apparently that was some other kind of issue. People are trying to like link it back to like 2013.
It's a license verification problem.
Yeah.
So like
it's DRM.
So it's basically, I don't know. It's just a license verification.
But that's the issue. The DRM itself, it is holding you back here. But the issue with the DRM itself is what caused the DRM not to work. If that makes sense. So I don't know. It was.
But they need to get rid of DRM altogether. Especially you shouldn't have to be checking in on your single player games to play your game. I think that's.
You don't have to.
Nobody needs to defend that.
You don't have to check in with your single player games.
But for some reason, you needed to.
That's because you're game sharing.
Yeah. Well, no. Even people that weren't game sharing couldn't even do it.
If you go offline and you're not game sharing, your console set to your home console and your account, you can play your games offline.
A lot of people had that issue, even if they were by themselves, their home console, they couldn't play their games.
Were you there holding
I don't know. No. I read many people talking about this. It was
most
a huge issue.
Most people didn't even think about the game sharing thing. Like that's 90% of it. Most of them are game sharing, especially people on Twitter. But it definitely was an issue. There is a way to play stuff offline, but some people didn't think about that other thing. But still, it sucks. It was a big outage. My games had amnesia. They forgot that I owned them. Tim Dog, did you experience anything from the Upside Down?
Yeah, I sure did. I was messing around for about an hour, thinking it was my internet provider, thinking it was my router, and then I had my Ethernet plugged in. For whatever reason, if you ever run into this problem, or you have an Xbox Live or an outage, always take your Ethernet out and then replug it in, because for whatever reason it was hanging up the system. So yeah, I had about 2 hours of dealing with that, and then it came on, and then I played, and I from what I heard too, not to what Fonz is saying, not to confirm what Fonz is saying, a lot of odd stuff was going on. Like, even if they were at home, and maybe people in the chat can attest to this, that they were blocked out of games. Now,
Yep.
this is built into their system. It's an authentication to show that you own this, that you are the rightful owner. But getting past this, the bad news is unless they redo it, and they might have to. I think this is going to stay the way it is. And I mean, it brought up a lot of bad 2013 DRM stories, but definitely a disadvantage and definitely kind of a black eye for Xbox after they got the good news of having Fortnite, accessible on the cloud. It seemed right after that everything went to crap, and I was in the middle of it. I didn't go crazy as much as other people did, but yeah, it was frustrating. And I think they're fully mitigated. Everything's fixed now, but 4 days is a lot.
Yeah.
4 days is a massive amount. I mean, it's kind of had shades of when everything went down back in like 2010, 2011. Right, I think Xbox was down for a couple days, and then I think Sony was down for like a month.
See, I don't know what it was, but I just didn't. I had problems one time, but after that, I could connect to my games, and I just, at least in the time frames that I was trying to play, I just didn't. I only had one issue getting connected, so I don't know. I'd be curious to see what the chat says, but I know it was big.
It was pretty big, yeah, man. Like I couldn't connect to anything. Like I even tried going from like my PC, nothing. You can't do it anywhere. Like they across the entire thing. I did my console, nothing.
You mean you
nothing
tried
would
going
work.
to your Xbox?
I tried going from my Xbox, my PC, and then I even tried remoting from my PC to my Xbox, like to play through there. And I was just testing everything, and it just wasn't working. It was just like, all right, well, and then for this shit, like this isn't acceptable. This is unacceptable. Like we pay to fucking play online games for console gamers. Like never go down then if you're gonna charge us. Don't go down for fucking 4 days. Like that to me is just stupid. I don't want to see that again. Like if you're gonna charge,
are you gonna
don't do that shit. I am. I'm gonna be like Phil Spencer, come here.
Oh my
in the
God.
corner.
He backhands you. He says, "Shut up,
that,
bitch."
I mean, the fact that your bot digital single player games weren't working as well is just it's very concerning that this could happen again. And if I was affected, I wasn't affected. I didn't try to play games this weekend. I've been really busy, so it didn't affect me. But if it had, I would have been highly pissed off about this. So I can understand how people are upset out there. Gamers, yeah, you should be upset about that. Should not be happening, man. There's got to be something done about how they go about using this DRM at all. If they need to use it in certain situations, I don't know how they, how Sony does it or how Steam does it, but they need to relook into this because it's not a good look, man. It really tarnished a lot of goodwill with Xbox recently, with a lot of people, with a lot of gamers out there.
Well, it definitely pissed them off. Definitely pissed them off. Chris in the chat, by the way, says 4 days. You guys put down Gran Turismo 7 for 1 day. For one, we're literally putting down Xbox Live right now. We're doing the same thing, right? Sharing our experiences, stuff like that. But secondly, Gran Turismo literally has like $200 microtransactions and then made it harder to get the money. There was a whole other layer to that shit. We're talking about shitty ass fucking Xbox Live going down and if we had experiences with that or not. So, Chris, just pay attention, man. Like, you're the reason people don't want to give both sides of the story. You don't listen anyway. Like, you don't even fucking realize we're doing the same thing with Xbox right now.
Yeah, true.
So,
true. And to the guy in the chat who said 4 days is too much to be down. No, 1 day is too much.
Fucking 6 hours is too much for me.
Too much. Yeah.
I mean, I just really was just a toxic. It was just let me tell you, a lot of people were pissed off, and a lot of bullshit spewed over the weekend through this too. I mean, I kind of kept out of it, but like what Chris said, that's a dumb statement. You know what I mean? We're detailing it. We're not sugarcoating it. We're saying we want to fix it, or you better get it fixed, and we're also saying it's a black eye for Xbox.
Yep.
For all the goodwill that they've achieved. And you know what? It is, but we're keeping it real. We're not saying, we're not bullshitting here.
Nobody here, not once said, "Oh, I didn't think it was a problem. Everything's okay. Why is everybody all mad?"
I just went outside and played in the grass.
Midway 7, by the way, says it creates doubt, especially with digital consoles. And again, that's 100%. Big Boy Barry, shout out to you. He says, it created clicks for your YouTube channels, but none of us made videos on this shit. Big Boy Barry. Okay?
None of us.
We're not, like, I see these bigger YouTubers doing that shit and trying to fucking coast off each other doing this negative shit. I don't make videos when PlayStation Network goes down. I don't make videos in the rare times Xbox Live goes down. So, again, it's not a good thing, no matter what you want to try to spin it as. But we do got to shout out once more to everyone watching live, guys. Almost 1,000 watching live. We started about 10 minutes late. We appreciate you guys joining us. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two about the show. Zach, you want to grab these super chats while I get this next topic going?
Yeah. Let me scroll up. And so we got Sean Boy, pumped for the show. Hit the like button, guys. Who else likes baby carrots? Just Zulker.
Shout out to
Everybody likes
Sean
baby
Boy.
carrots. We got Jonas the Dad. He says, how many new game reveals can we expect to see in June Xbox show? Thinking 4 to 5 all new first party IPs.
Oh, shit.
That's a shit ton of new IPs, bro. I'd give
new
like
IP?
2.
I don't know, bro.
If it's a brand new IP, like 2 maybe, 1 or
Maybe.
2,
One or
that's
2.
brand new. But new games, I would say 3, 4. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 3 or 4.
Oh, at least.
Yeah,
I would say more.
I just got a message on Twitter, by the way, too. Purima, shout out to you, buddy. He just messaged me. He said, can I stream RDX live in the background while I'm streaming on Twitch? Yes, you can. I give you personal permission to tell all your friends about the show and stream it on Twitch while you're playing some games. Zaki, you want to continue?
Yep, I got it. We got Bright Tundra. He says, I have no idea what happened, but I was forced to go outside and touch grass. To be honest, I hated it. Remember Pretty Mustangs,
I had
man?
to take a bath.
Yep. That's Rand. Lucky
okay.
Mo. I said I was gonna be nice to him. Fuck. Okay, so we got Lucky Mo. He says, waiting for slim PS5. Well, that's a pregnant bitch. You're gonna wait a while.
Yeah, it's kind of a huge bitch. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is that the last one?
And then no, we got Nano Polymath. That's the from what I could see, Nano Polymath. This was a server end authentication issue, which they are providing a patch for soon. Just suggested a good solution that the handshake should be included in the download of the game instead of having to boot up each game.
Yeah.
Handshake when you buy the game and never have to handshake again.
I like shaking
with that
hands.
same account. How about that?
Shout out to Nano, $20 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, we're
I
gonna
like
move
shaking
on.
hands too.
Randall's
Ooh,
back.
Randall!
He's back.
Just in time, Randall. I wanted to jump back into this rumor regarding Doom, potentially 2023. Basically, according, you know what the fuck this rumor is. You cover this shit and talk about this stuff. But it says ID Software next game is apparently a third Doom installment. Which, if you play Doom Eternal, Randall,
That seems.
I know.
That seems interesting because it seemed pretty well wrapped up at the end of the last DLC in Doom Eternal.
But who cares, Randall? Doom Eternal is so good.
It is.
That I need more.
Did you finish Ancient Gods Part 2?
I actually did not finish Ancient Gods Part 2. You know what happened? I was waiting on the game to get enhanced. And on my third playthrough of the single player, I just ended up playing something else. And I'm going to come back to it, though. Was it really good?
Yeah, the DLCs are really good, but they're also really difficult.
They're super freaking hard.
Yeah.
Well, good.
But I mean, it wraps up that story like pretty much with the bow. So
you're saying it'd be hard
to
to bring it back?
Well, no. I mean, they could always bring it back. It's just that I would love another Doom more so than maybe like a Quake reboot or whatever. But
Same.
I mean, what is it? I don't expect to see whatever they're working on. It's only been 2 years. I can't imagine they haven't.
Well, yeah. I guess it
Can't
took them 4
imagine
years
they're ready to show anything though yet.
Maybe not.
Remaster. Yeah.
Chat, what do you think? You think a Doom Eternal 5,000 would be the thing to come out next, or do you think it's going to be a Quake reboot? Which, again, if you're not familiar with Quake, it's Doom but weirder.
Well, Quake lore, the Quake lore is like I said before in the channel, is like that shit's insane. There's like
It's
dragons,
mystical.
massive hammers, crazy melee. Like it should be. I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Quake like reimagined through id, because then you'll be taking like the first person perspective of like melee combat to another level, because that's kind of like where Quake lore kind of lies in. And so I don't know. I think with their engine, that talent on that fucking team, I think they could make something freaking insanely cool.
But wasn't Quake just an arena shooter? It wasn't even like a.
Well, there was like
game,
lore
so-
behind it, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
that's
just
what
an
they're trying to
arena
get
shooter.
to.
Yeah,
but that's where they're trying to change it, right? That's what they're reimagining this for.
I mean, like Quake 4 had a campaign. I know that.
Quake 4, but
I mean, it was the last
the
Quake game
original.
though. I mean, there hasn't been a Quake game since Quake 4 on the 360.
What happened in that campaign, Randall?
Oh, God, it's been too long. I don't remember.
Well, let us know if you play Quake in the chat. Personally, I don't have very much experience with Quake at all. I actually got the remake, the remaster. It's Series X enhanced, it says, but I actually tried xCloud on the console. That was the first game I tried xCloud on the console with, and it was absolutely surprisingly decent. Like, it looked decent. Latency I could kind of get used to. It was like playing out of game mode. But yeah, for being not even running on local hardware, it's pretty impressive. By the way, JTC Bean says, I guess I was a lucky one. I had 0 issues this weekend, except for trouble launching xCloud on his phone. He says, love the show. Keep it up, dealer. Thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate you, man. xCloud, I think it's a bevy of issues. Like I said, I had an issue playing Trek to Yomi, which is a game with a weird controls, but it has a lot of potential there, right, Rand? Have you played Trek to Yomi?
I played a little bit of Trek to Yomi. The gameplay lets that game down, though.
It does.
Shit. You going all in?
The presentation is the best thing about that game, how it really looks like a samurai movie, and the different forced perspectives they put you in to really highlight that black and white they have going on in that game. But man, the gameplay, those just X and Y, and
it's not even X, it's just Y.
And blocking and parrying aren't satisfying.
For me, it's turn around in the middle of getting chopped, and getting chopped in the back, trying to turn back around. It pisses me off, man. But I mean, let us know if you guys have played.
At the end of the day, I was just using Y, the heavy lunge, because that's what it did. X took so long to beat people. You're just sitting there, you're like, this is stupid. And then you'd block them and then hit X, and it'd still take forever, or you'd parry them perfectly. And so I just kept using Y, and it would kill things in 1 to 2 hits, or 3 hits, and then it was just boring. I just got bored after a while. It was cool, looked beautiful. I feel like the black and white thing that they did to kind of throw back to old school samurai movies was great. I know Ghost of Tsushima tried doing that, but Ghost of Tsushima was beautiful looking with color. So putting it in black and white was kind of disservice the game almost.
I don't know how many games these guys have made, though. I don't want to be too hard on it. The reason I was frustrated with it, because I actually liked it. Reminded me somewhat of Onimusha. A little bit, right, Rand? You remember playing Onimusha? I enjoyed Onimusha quite a bit.
Kind of.
But just parts of it, the savagery of what's happening in the village, the people, getting killed and stuff. You're trying to save them, but it just had a slight. That's what it reminded me of. So I don't know how many games they made. I'm not trying to shit on them or anything. I'm just saying the controls with the turning around the middle of combos and whatever. That stuff kind of got annoying, but that's. Obviously, I beat
it in one sitting, and then apparently there's multiple endings, and I was just I'm good, man. I just uninstalled it. I was like, all right, thanks, guys.
Just Thanos yourself.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let me just snap this bitch off my hard drive and move on.
Again, Trek to Yomi, guys, is in Game Pass. I think what is probably a fake headline going around that it made more money on Game Pass than it did on PS5. That basically led to nowhere, is what Zalker's saying, right?
Yeah, just some guy said. I don't know who said it. I don't know what's going on, but people were saying
Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Phil Spencer's sock account.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no. Basically saying the contract they signed to go on Game Pass, right, is going to make more money for them than all the sales that they would get on PlayStation, is what the person is basically saying.
And they are not confirmed to be a developer or part of that team.
Well, no, he even came out and said he wasn't a developer on.
So he just randomly just fucking says some shit, and someone wrote an article. There you go.
Hey man, that sounds exactly like modern
journalism.
Journalism these days. Anyway, somebody said something on Twitter. No need to verify. Just immediately post.
Yeah.
Just you're okay if you put a rumor in the front of it.
I got so annoyed getting those stupid chip priority messages. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why is it guys just don't need much at all to run with articles and make articles and shit. But again,
think about that, dealer. How many articles come out of the Jazzcast? You know what I'm saying?
The Jazz 2 cast. Okay,
the Jazzcast.
Right. I went through all the trouble.
That's what dealer called my podcast in his last video.
I went through all the trouble of not only mentioning the Jazzcast 2,
just replace one letter, and that can get kind of scary there.
What?
Your mind's in the gutter there, Fonz.
Yeah, what kind of podcast
no wonder
is
Fonz
that?
is laying in bed right now with some milk.
Yeah.
Jesus, Fonz, where's your mind going?
This guy loves it right now.
Hey, that's fucking gross, and we'll go ahead and move on from that, Chad. I'm sorry about that, but I shouted your podcast. I said, check out Xbox 2. Randolph Thor's the coolest guy in the world. He wears nipple tassels. And then I moved on to the next topic.
You'll never see him.
You're right. Anyway, hey, Xbox Talk E3 2022. That's what I'm calling it right now because it's just better than the Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase. We got Greenberg out here saying we don't actually have a time locked down for this thing yet. A lot of people are assuming it's going to be 120 minutes or 90 minutes. Remember, it's not always the same length. Like I think in 2020, maybe it was 2020 wasn't it wasn't it 90 minutes, and then 2021 it was 60 or
2020 it was an hour.
Yeah,
it was like a little bit over an hour.
So maybe they raised
last year's was I think a little bit over. No, it was like right around an hour 30. I think it was like an hour 25.
So yeah, it's like 90 minutes. So you had 60, 90 minutes. People are wondering how long this show's going to be. Greenberg's out there saying we're not this locked down yet. Personally,
they haven't filmed it yet, silly.
I don't even care. Like honestly, I do. Like I said in my last video, there's such a thing as too long a presentation. Twitch has proved this. Twitch has stretched out, 60 minutes, if that, worth of content into 4 hours for monetary gains.
Agreed.
And it's, it ruins the show. It makes it worse. And I think if Xbox pick and choose what's really worth having on a show, on a big stage.
It's all about pacing.
Yeah.
It really is. It's all about good pacing. We want game after game after game. We don't need any couch sitting or any freaking
hit after.
What about trebuchet segments? You want those?
Yeah, we don't need the trebuchet segment. We don't need none of that. We don't need no Twitch
I fucking forgot
streamers.
about that.
We just need games. That's
people are saying they want it longer because this time Xbox actually has a ton of projects in development and varying.
I think they could show all those projects
stages.
In 2
so
hours.
people want like, okay, I want Avowed, I want Hellblade, I want Perfect Dark, I want Fable, I want Project
They're not
Dragon.
getting all that. Come on,
I'm just saying.
That's I want everything. I want everything in the fucking world. Fuck
People
everyone
want
but me.
everything. That's what they want. So they like 2 hour show, 3 hour show, and it's hour
Folks,
40. Or 45 is probably the max they would go, but probably
I
hour
feel if
30,
they have a
hour
game,
35.
if they have games
Chat,
ready
what do
for
you
next
think?
spring, if they have games ready for next spring, and then they have the games that are coming out this fall that they need to show, like Redfall, or if it's coming this fall, or Starfield, it could be 90 minutes easy.
Yep.
But if they don't have that many games ready for spring like this year, then I think it's going to be shorter. That's just like in my head what I look at it, right?
Well,
Like
it depends. How long is the Starfield demo? Is there a Starfield demo?
I mean, if Howard comes out with his
I say
freaking
there
epic
is.
jackets and he talks for 20 minutes, I'm cool. I just want to see what the hell it's all about. But I don't know, man. I want to make sure that we see stuff that comes out. I just want to see stuff that comes out in spring. I want to see stuff that's close to coming out. That's kind of what E3 is, right? Like what's coming out in the next year for sure, and what's coming maybe a year and a half later, right? Give you a little tease. That's what I want to see.
there for Starfield. Honestly, that's why I'm there. I want to see the gameplay for Starfield.
I'm honestly there for Avowed. I want to see what Avowed.
I want to see Avowed too, but Starfield is the number one.
I would say
'Cause-
Starfield gets at least a 10-minute, minimum presentation.
Yeah, I think 15.
Could be. So 9Live says he wants 20, 30 minutes of gameplay. Fuck it. He wants all of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, man.
Well,
It's
there's going to be
winning.
other stuff, right? There's going to be like the interviews and bullshit at the, a couple days later or through those days, that whole week, right? That's kind of what they do. They talk to the developers, have all these. They have all the.
Nobody cares about the interviews, Zucker. They're there to watch like stuff. They don't care about the interviews.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like during the interviews, they show like stuff, right? Like, do you remember Bleeding Edge Game of the Year? They showed gameplay after,
This is when you need somebody like
Will
Michael
Xbox's
Bay.
E3 be fire? Shut the.
This is why you need, people like Michael Bay to do a show like this. Just, people want to see action and things blowing up and things on your screen. Just tons of action. We don't want interviews. We don't want the sit-down couch interview and how's your game doing?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. Here's a translator.
for that. I'm so tired.
No.
Not during
We
the
don't need
E3 show. No, like I don't want to see that. I mean, there's.
Hey, Rand, never mind what
hardware.
these frauds are saying. I want to ask you a question about your podcast.
Okay, hit me up.
What
do you wanna
percentage
know?
of guys that watch do you think are Sony guys?
I don't know.
Because these polls, I'm
35.
really throwing these polls out here, and I'm
35%.
like, all Xbox guys are like this. That's why it's funny, because I'm like, okay, let's see how many Sony guys are in the chat right now. About 10% don't think Xbox is. I'm even taking into account disgruntled Xbox fans, like I mentioned last week.
I'm voting the complete opposite of what you
Stop,
think every
you're skewing the
fucking
polls.
time.
I'm trying to
fucking
figure
the
out how many
curve up.
Sony guys we get watching. That's why I'm doing these types of polls.
I mean, there's a few Sony guys that
Man,
watch.
you
I
got
know
at
that.
least 30%.
I mean, there's probably
I would
100
say.
Sony guys right now
100%.
watching,
I don't know
and I
about
don't
that
blame them
much.
because
That's-
some of these
you got a
shows
lot
they're
of
stuck
Sony
watching
guys
are
that do
not
watch.
great. So, wait, Rand, you probably say what percent watch yours, huh? Tell the truth.
Maybe 10%.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
I think
I
it's
don't think
30% because you're so agreeable.
I'm not that agreeable.
Dealer, I'm just saying, like your most popular videos of all time, like
Are Sony
out of your
videos.
top, or like literally like like 8 of your top 10 are Sony videos.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is every time I do a PlayStation video, the Sony guys message me. I've had multiple of these guys that have their own channels, and they're the same guys that come at us when we talk about Xbox. But when you make a Sony video, I'm sure you got in this too, Rand. Please, you should become a Sony guy. Come over here. And, you know, it's just not what I'm into, so I'm not going to do that type of shit.
Clint Eastwood's best video is a PlayStation video about how PS5 was coming in 2019 and then didn't come.
Did you know?
I thought his best video was Dying Light's exclusive.
Why don't you guys quit shitting on play? I hear he's recording a real normal podcast right now.
And another one was like Dying Light 2, or what was it? Dead Island 2 about to be re-revealed. And
Rand,
still hasn't been reviewed.
You can't. What'd you tell him about Dying Light, Rand?
I didn't tell him nothing.
You piece of shit.
Dead Island 2 is coming, bitch.
Dead Island 2 is coming at some point.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat, guys. You make the podcast go. You make it flow. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't. Let's try to get closer to 1,000 likes for the end of the show. And, of course, let us know your thoughts down below. We're getting up closer to 1,200 people watching live, guys. Appreciate it. It's normally kind of dead, but we're making the best of it. We do got some topics out. Catch us up on the super chats, will you?
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hey, no, you do, you bitch. We got Murloc, 1986. He says, "Hey, Rand, do we see Scalebound at FanFest?" What a fucking troll.
Well, every single podcast, someone always asks about Scalebound.
Every year. We got Chris R. Do you guys think Xbox will announce things that won't come out for a while, 2024 and beyond? And are they still against that for these shows? I mean, they did that 2 years ago, bro. Fable, Avowed. We're still waiting.
Ah, shit. We saw Hellblade in 2019.
Right?
Time flies.
Halo Infinite was at 4 straight E3s.
Yep. We got Achievement. He says, "Ran back. We just need Colt 2. Aw. Dark CMF. He says, "My normal code." Dark CMF says, my normal code source is jacked right now, so I'm pretty sure this one is for US only. Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Dark CMF giving away a copy of one of the better games to come out this year. The best Borderlands of all time, in my opinion.
We got AKA Havoc. He says, "Why does TMNT Shredder Revenge not have a release date? It is because it's coming to Game Pass. Thoughts? What are E3 predictions?"
It's probably censored. Like Martha's did.
Does Tiny Tina Wonderlands have an amazing blue VR segment like Borderlands 3 dealer?
Actually, it doesn't, and it really, that VR segment fucked me up. Like, I couldn't see normal shit like in real life after that. Like, it was weird, man. We were all running through that level. Me, Rand, Colt. I think we were like, what the hell? Who thought this was a good idea? We're running into cars, running off cliffs. It was stupid. Let us know if you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
We got Yodani. He says, "I want to be filled with close-ups of the hosts, musical performances, cringe, C-list celebs, magic Japanese flutists, and sweet ads."
He ain't wrong.
So you want to watch Sony's?
It's Summerfest. Yeah, that'll be the next Jeff Keighley Award show.
Well,
we got
listen to my favorite iPod music, from back in the day. Here's Green Day,
What are you talking about right now?
I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
You know what he's talking about with all those boring things that they do at these award shows.
What the hell does Green Day have to do with anything?
Jeff Keighley. He likes to bring on guys that.
Why you gotta say he likes Green Day? I won't stand by for that.
Fuck Green Day. Okay, so we got Fire Shadow. He says, "Morning from Kangaroo Land RDX. Genuine question: is Starfield going to use mesh shaders, or are they afraid of a high frame rate?"
They're not afraid of 60 FPS, but apparently they like 30 FPS more than I do.
By they mean Todd Howard.
To my knowledge, no, it's not using mesh shaders. And again, if you're going to use mesh shaders, your game has to be rebuilt from the ground up for them, basically. They changed the way the games are rendered using mesh shaders, and then maybe they'll find a way to do it some in-between method later on. I have no idea, but as of right now, no, they'd have to rebuild everything, and I just don't know where they're at on that.
Yeah, we got Dark CMF. Zalker saying people watch E3 for the interviews is like saying he reads Playboy for the articles. If you paid attention, dumb bitch, I said after the days following.
Hey, don't call him a dumb bitch.
Yeah, what are you making? What are you making fun of? You're making fun of the fans. The only reason you like the interviews is so you can make a video about every one of them.
Rand, do you want to go there, Dashboard?
Look, dealer makes videos about them, and so will I. That's the only reason you like them too. Don't lie to the people.
Make a video first, bitch.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Which one of y'all
tell the truth first, Soccer.
Oh, shit.
Introspect yourself,
Hey,
I
chat,
like the
let
way
us know
I
who's
like the
gonna
way he's
win.
going with this. I like the way he's going with this. My next video is gonna be 3 hours long, so it could stay longer. The Rand Jess style. You fucking bitch.
Hey,
I mean,
hey,
the Jez cast.
it's a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Jess
Jess,
cast, yes.
It's a lot of inside jokes here,
too.
chat, and I'm sorry.
And
you have to be part
people
of it.
have told us that they enjoyed the longer episodes, especially the last one where Jez was drunk for 30 minutes.
Hmm. Did y'all
Jess
get?
is
Did
giving all
y'all
the
get?
secrets.
Did y'all
He's
get
all
married?
Phil Spencer had French toast for breakfast. What does it mean?
Anyway,
Christ.
shout out to Jez Gordon. He's awesome. He's related to Jeff Gordon. A lot of people don't know that.
I keep fucking his name up.
Go back and catch these rest of these super chats when we can
got
move
Splend-
forward.
Yeah, we got Splendid.
Wait, when did Zucker become your super chat bitch?
What? He's not my super. He's my super chat friend.
Oh, you super chat
I'm his
homie?
friend. Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Why you being an asshole about it?
I'm just curious.
He's
like,
my super chat friend, Randall.
What's happening here?
Go read this shit. I don't got
I'm
time
sorry,
for
this shit's going off the rails, chat, and Rand fucked it up.
Splendiferous says, ask Rand how much he likes vanilla flavoring.
Not really
Rand
that big
wouldn't
of
know
a fan
that
of
joke.
vanilla.
When differs, and he loves vanilla.
No, I don't like vanilla. Give me chocolate. Mint chocolate too.
Go ahead, Zucker. Keep going. You feel
I'm gonna
free
get
to
some ice
interrupt
cream.
Rand.
I'm gonna order some ice cream on DoorDash.
We got Tylenol moment. He says, if anyone needs a good laugh, check out IGN's Xbox show predictions. Apparently, Compulsion, a support studio, Gear 6, next Coalition game, Starfield's release date is shaky. Do you guys have a clue? Do those guys have a clue?
We know
have a
that we know that IGN and everyone there has generally never had a clue. That's why they thought 4 teraflops of a newer architecture was not better than 6 teraflops of the older architecture. But yeah, they do this shit all the time, guys. Are you surprised? Randall, what do you think?
Kind of.
I'm not surprised. Compulsion is working on a third person like action
Harpy.
game.
Harpy stuff,
Project
right?
Midnight. That's like we've talked about it before. Like they got their own game. Gears is years away, supposedly.
Yep.
They're gonna be making another game in between then. So that might be
passion
at this year's
project.
show, depending on if it's actually coming out next year. I don't know. I think some people in the industry don't hyper focus or don't know that much about what's going on at whether it's like individually PlayStation or Xbox like we do. Like we know everything that's going on at Xbox, but those guys kind of like they have a cursory knowledge of it, even though they're like, I'm the Xbox guy at IGN. It's like, are you really?
I
don't know
get paid
about that.
salary to know some things about this. Anyway, hey Randall, stop being toxic. Zucker, go ahead and keep going.
That's all. Oh, Hargeet. Oh, no, we don't. We got one more. Hold on. Fucking flew by. We got Boba Fett Gaming. Shout out to whoever created Red Hood's Mystical Leap. Some tree-hugging fairy dance I'd expect to see in Everwild. Jeez.
Shout out
Thank
to-
you, Boba
Shout out
Fett. Thank you.
Shout out to Red Hood jumping through the air and bouncing off the fucking clouds and shit.
Hey, bro,
We got
you
Hargeet.
just soul energy. for
Fast
that,
back,
dude.
go!
We got Hargeet has a Elden Ring global code. There you go. Thanks, Hargeet.
Shout out to Hargeet. Hey, you
then we
gotta
got
give this
Jonas
man
the
more
Dad.
praise, man. Shit, put some gel in this motherfucker's beard. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't on Jason
Hargeet,
Ronald.
thanks for giving out games, man. And the chat appreciates you.
We appreciate you. We got Jonas the Dad. Does Jez know what Rand's doing? Did he give the okay?
Obviously not.
Savage.
Leave
Mm.
him alone.
Oh,
And that's all of them.
Hargeet. Hargeet with the Far Cry 6.
Ah,
Get
it.
he's giving away more games,
Look
Chad.
at that, guys.
Yeah.
What a nice
Thank you,
individual.
Hargeet.
Hey, we got a shout out to over 1,200 watching this live, guys. Hit the like button. Tell everybody about the show. We're covering everything that has happened since last fucking Tuesday. And obviously, we appreciate you guys' thoughts on this stuff. The poll's over. We got almost 90% of you that think that Xbox is going to have a great fire E3. Ponzarelli and Zauker's two of the ones that don't.
Yeah, you have the dumbest fucking polls.
I just told you why I'm putting them out there and finding out how many
I
Sony guys
understand.
watch the show, okay?
I understand. But then they get marred by me and freaking Zocker's votes.
I know, because we
Poll
just
just gets ruined.
Hey, guess what? Greenberg's saying they don't know how long the show's going to be, right? But Jason Ronald, the lead program manager of the team over there in the series, we talked to him, right? He says, spent the morning checking out some cool demos the team is working on for the future. The very best way to start a day. So what kind of demos could Jason Ronald be talking about? He's clearly talking about future software coming out on the platform, be that games, be that some kind of cool tech
Bethesda.
demo, be that Bethesda.
They're all I think Greenberg, Phil Spencer, they're all posting pictures. They're over there at on the East Coast at Bethesda doing all this stuff, probably getting ready for the show.
I'll tell you one thing. It's not going to be demos you're going to have to pay for. That's for sure.
Oh shit!
Shit, you toxic as fuck.
That's pro spawns, and they're 2 hours long.
That's
sir.
pro consumer according to Dead
they're
Dragon.
trials. I'm sorry. Fucking trials a demo. Shut the fuck
honestly,
up.
I think what you're going to get with the E3 is you're going to get a similar, almost, a very similar show to last year. I think they nailed it last year. I think they know it. So I think they're going to schedule it the same exact way. So if you have time, watch it or, rewatch it. You get a pretty good idea of what they're going to do.
Hargy dropped a cyberpunk code.
Hargy's dropping the cyberpunk codes, and Jedi Knight Peter has something to say about Gotham Knights, Zucker.
He said, does Gotham Knights look next-gen enough, or does it even matter? I think Elden Ring gameplay trumps graphics. If Gotham Knights is 60 FPS in an open world with co-op, is this enough?
Of course, gameplay is so common sense that's why a lot of people don't mention gameplay, because of course the gameplay has to be good or we're not playing the game. But I would say that I care about all of it, right? And I care about getting what this box is capable of giving me. I've spent $500 on it. So if I can get better graphics and the same good or great gameplay, I'm going to go for both instead of one, or, I'm going to talk about everything that I see. And while I'm excited for, any Batman game, this is literally one of my favorite IPs. I know Rand's up there too. There's a reason the first two games are 90 plus meta. They are phenomenal. And I just didn't get another one from Rocksteady. It's been 7, 8, how many years? Fucking, 7 years now and no Batman game. And then we get shown this and fucking Red Hood's jumping through the air like a fucking idiot. Yeah, it's just a lazy way to get somebody across the map, like you would do a glider that pops out of nowhere when he jumps in the air. This weird shit that you notice, man. I'm not trying to shit on the game, but I'm not going to fucking hold back, my thoughts on the game either.
The way Nightwing is sliding all over the place and slow motion flipping around and kicking, it looks half speed. It doesn't look right. I didn't expect DC on ice here. It's not what I wanted.
DC on ice. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Toon sees the cat. He says meow. He's the RDX sponsor. $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, chat, let us know what you think about Gotham Knights. Again, hey, here's what I'm going to say. I really want to throw this out here first because I was not excited at all for Guardians of the Galaxy because I thought it showed so horribly before release. As a matter of fact, it just reminds me a lot of how they showed off Guardians, where the trailer looked like it was fucking 15 frames per second. It looked like it was running on an N64. And I don't even know how they got that. I could have built a better. I'd done it. I've shown gameplay on my channel where I've literally shown cooler shit in a 4K 60 FPS. Regardless of the game's resolution, it looks fucking amazing. I just don't understand how you could possibly show off a game and make it look like that. We all know Gotham Knights is going to look way better than that in person, but how come I can show what a game looks like and have it look really, really like the game in my videos? But these guys can't fucking show us how their game looks accurately? It's just weird, man.
Honestly, it looks like a remaster from a game that's 2 generations old.
You're just really negative, Fonz.
No, the animations were that bad. It's not good. Look at those animations. I've watched it several times just to see it, and I just laugh every time. It's not very good.
But so as somebody that's not negative toward it, I thought it looked okay.
You were negative toward it.
I'm just gonna say, I just thought the fighting mechanics for everybody that's in there fits what they do in the comics. I think that
Red Hood shoots people with Reese's Pieces.
Red Hood shoots people. And,
hey, with what? Does he shoot them with BBs?
Hey, shut the fuck up! Let somebody else talk while you guys were ranting.
Does he use cereal?
So I'm just saying. So Nightwing gliding around and fighting is what he does in the comics. It's how he is. He's a trapeze artist. That's how he fights. So to me, it looked pretty cool. That's what Batgirl looked cool. She's very tactical, and that's what she did in her gameplay like 2 years ago. And then Robin uses tech to fight, which he did in his. So I thought it was really cool. I thought that each one played very different than the other. I like the Court of Owls aspect, how there's a lot of hidden stuff, right? Like you kind of solve puzzles to find them, which that's what they were doing. The thing I didn't like was that the open world looked barren when he was chasing that truck. That looked really bad. Like you need to have shit in the world.
What about fast bat?
I mean, it's just fast. It's just fast travel. Like, who cares?
This is the name.
It's like who cares? It's fast travel.
Fast bat, bitch.
Gives a shit.
It's not fast travel.
I know why they're not going to call
the
it
game, especially one that is basically saying we're dropping last gen support, even though we know we're probably going to bring it out later. There's no reason you couldn't. There's no reason you have to drop last gen support unless it's a resource issue, a time issue. But for a game that is next gen only, it's sure proven my fucking point that it don't fucking matter. We are not. This ain't like last generation where you're going from a completely different architecture, like from PowerPC to 360 to x86 to the Xbox One, where you got to relearn everything for a lot of developers and clean break and all this shit. Like, things are going to scale up, and it doesn't really matter if it's on Xbox One as much as maybe a past generation. This game, I think, proves that already. Zaka, you're right. The streets when he's riding around that damn little derpy ass motorcycle. I'm just confused because we were talking about this earlier, and the game looked substantially better last time they showed it to me. Am I?
That's what I was wondering, because I don't remember the last time we saw it. Like, I'd have to look it up again, but I could remember watching it and not thinking to myself, this looks horrible.
Yeah,
but
and now
Dealer,
when
how
I see
many
it, they say it looks
times?
horrible.
How many times have we seen examples of games that look significantly better the very first time you see it, and then when they actually get close to releasing, quote unquote, it's downgraded in some way?
Do you think that's the case with
this? It happens all the time.
Or do you think it's more like with Guardians of the Galaxy, where they just showed it off and it didn't look nearly as good as it actually looked? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, but like for this game, I was just struck by how, like, Red Hood didn't look like he was fun to play. I enjoyed Nightwing's combat better, but it didn't look as enjoyable as the Batman games. And then, like, not to mention, like, Nightwing flies around in a glider that looks super slow to get around anywhere,
and it appears out of nowhere.
In comparison to like Batman flying around in his little his stuff. Yeah, and then like, we got Red Hood just jumping in midair using soul energy or whatever hell the explanation was. I was like, okay. And I don't know. I really don't like.
They basically use the resurrection of Red Hood, right?
Yeah,
he dies, and it's like he goes in the Lazarus pits, come back, and they're using that like, since he was there, and that's dumb.
That would have been better. Yeah, just give that motherfucker a quick motorcycle or something. Like, find a better way to get around the city.
Right? Like, it just, I don't know. Like, when you beat enemies, these like bright, super colored like icons would drop, like health and like ammo icons. It just didn't really fit like the style or the world. You know what I'm saying? Like. Here you got this like dark, gritty Gotham, but then like you got these super bright icons for things you pick up. It just kind of didn't mesh well. I don't know, man. I'll have to reserve judgment to play it, because I am going to play it day one. It just, this gameplay did not live up to my expectations from what Zucker said before about when they showed off Batgirl and Robin 2 years ago or whatever it was. That looked significantly better.
It did.
Like the performance, but see, when that got shown off, people were hating on that because the performance, and it's like, this is a long ways off.
Looked like a games as a service, because there was numbers like coming off of the enemies when you would beat them up. Remember?
Yeah, I know. People are like, I don't want this shit, and it's like, oh my god, then don't fucking play it. Like, who cares? Like, you don't want it, get it. But I understand that.
Again, like, we're not harping on that. People didn't want running in Halo before Halo 4. Like, I don't care about that. Like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I just want to play this game, and I was looking forward to it, more than I thought I might after Guardians.
And I'm looking forward to the co-op. That's something that I think
cool.
is going to be fucking awesome. I think that you can play like I said, the 4 different classes to me looks exciting. I mean, it's one of my most anticipated games this year. Even the Hogwarts, like WB has some stuff coming out that I'm really looking forward to because I love the franchises. But overall, I just, like I said, I want the world to be a little more filled out, more people on it. And yeah, that's like my thing. And I need the story to be pretty fucking decent, but most of all, I need the gameplay to be good, because the gameplay in some games suck. Like Guardians of the Galaxy's gameplay is very janky. And it's like, I think it's okay. Like, there's cool little mechanics behind it, but after a while, you're like, this is janky as fuck. But the story, like, kind of progressed it where you're like, all right, you know what? I'm actually enjoying myself. But the gameplay is always number one, right? That's why Elden Ring to me is one of the best games, because I love the gameplay. I think it fucking feels tight. It's great, and that's it.
Well, I just want to get that across to people. Like, I ain't trying to ruin anyone's hype. I'm just telling you what I really think. And last thing I'm going to do is just lie to you about how I feel about the game. But what I will say is that Guardians of the Galaxy gave me hope that this can be shown off, and what I think could have been shown a lot better. As somebody who's wanting to play the game, I just think it could have been shown off better. And I'm gonna hold off everything else until I won't say anything else till I play it. But Guardians was phenomenal, shown off like shit, and I hope that's the case with this.
I'm watching the old footage of the Batwoman, running around,
Mr. Freeze
and stuff, and it looks better than it does now with Nightwing flipping around and stuff. I'm telling you, he's like at half the speed she is when she's doing it, so it looks way better. She's doing.
I remember Psychonauts joined our party earlier, and he watched it again on his TV. A lot of people watch it on their phone, and they watch it again on their TV. Psychonauts did. He's like, "Holy shit! I didn't even notice this." Like, he was kind of surprised by it.
And it looks it was more detailed back when they showed it before.
Yeah, that's why I
There's
say
more
it's probably just the way they showed it off, man.
From comparison wise, like if you look at the two games that the DC properties that are being made, or the three, I guess, Wonder Woman, but we don't know much. Suicide Squad to me was one of the best looking, like next gen, like holy shit, this looks insane games, right? Like it looks freaking, and like I got that because it was just like so smooth, everything looks.
It looks
cool.
better than this though.
That's what I'm saying. This game looks a little different. That's why, and I feel like they went a different route with it. But again, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it was just shown off badly. I think it'll look much better than this when it comes out.
9 years though for this though, dealer.
Yeah. WB Montreal's last game was Arkham Origins in 2013. Underrated.
They're using the same exact engine, and
9 years though is a long time.
But they've canceled, I think, a Damian Wayne game and stuff in between here and there.
Yeah.
I think. But it's not hard. There's so many things with Batman. We're on this for far too long, but there's so many great things with Batman and the IP there. Which again, Arkham Asylum made me a Batman fan. There's so many things there. They could have easily made another Batman game and been fine. You don't got to cut the motherfucker off.
Arkham Asylum made you a Batman fan?
It made me really, really decide that I like Batman as a character that I want to play games as, and that I can enjoy the movies even more so and stuff because of that game. That's how good that game was.
Remember how me and you basically turned Obi into a man and got him to play those Batman games?
Oh my God!
I remember I had to buy Zalker the Batman games again to play him.
Oh yeah,
dude. Do you remember Obi when he couldn't beat that one guy with the shield, and we're like, Obi, just press B and you jump over him, and he's like,
we had to have him on stream on Twitch so we could see what the fuck his problem was.
Yeah, he mentioned that. He said I was there, but I don't remember.
No, he streamed on Mixer.
Even better.
Mixer, yeah.
Hey, remember Mixer, guys? Anyway, he streamed on Mixer, and we're like, he's like, help me, like, okay. I said, Obi, look at your screen, you fucking idiot. It said push B to stun, like right in front of the guy. I don't know what was going on there, but shout out to Obi. Shout out to the mods too. Boss Mod, Lethal Papa, Obi-Wan. We had Dreadpool in there. We got not MBG in here. It's Timmy. Shout out to you, buddy. We just talked in a party not long ago. We've also got B-Man Izzles. Shout out to you, buddy. Then we've got Yo Donnie. We've got Darnell Hill, Papa Smurf, as well as I want to give some shout outs, Brand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give shout outs to the people who watch the show. Jedi Knight Peter, man, shout out to you. And of course, Lord Starkiller.
I don't got a super chat bitch like Zalker, so I gotta do everything myself,
He's the super chat friend.
Jez doesn't do that for you?
Nah, I do everything myself. Jez plays games while we podcast. Jez is playing like Overwatch and
drinking,
clacking on those sticks. Like I take care of everything. It's hard running the show. Dealer knows, you know what I mean?
Randall,
I've been nice to Rand.
Yourself and one other person to worry about, okay?
What?
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, and all you do is rub mayonnaise on each other's bellies.
I'm done. All right, anyway, hey guys, shout out to 12 people watching live. Hit the like button as we move way forward away from mayonnaise. Yeah. Hey, did you guys know? You remember that one game, Babylon's Fall from Platinum? That was a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah. That game had one concurrent player on it.
There was information that came out recently that Babylon's Fall from Platinum had one active user, and it's only how old? A month? Too old? 2 months?
Yeah, a couple months old. It had one active user, and the guy that was the active user tweeted about it. He goes, honestly, it was fucking me. I remember this dude. He blew up for it.
And he was put on a watch list instantly.
There's a reason why they're begging anybody to buy them, because they know their time is numbered.
Oh, shit.
Please, Phil, let us make Scalebound.
Ram, we've talked about Platinum a lot on the show and how they got fired because they missed deadlines and they couldn't maintain performance targets, and they kept asking for more money and all this stuff after making 8 games during the development of Scalebound's development. They made 8 other titles and released those, and never managed to get Scalebound down. And then they finally admitted years and years later, after letting Xbox take the heat for half a decade or more, that it was a lot of it was their fault. Of course it was. So, would you agree with all of that, Randall?
Yes. They've admitted that a lot of it was their fault. So, yes. They worked on a lot of different titles. Xbox wasn't happy with where the performance was and how much extra time they needed, so they canceled the game. But Platinum is... I like Platinum. I know you guys don't, but I really like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and I really like Nier Automata. They got a couple games, like Vanquish.
You
and
have the
Bayonetta
achievement
that are
that looks
top
up
tier.
the skirt.
I think
You
you
have that
just get that.
Be honest, Rance.
Are you sure you just get that?
I mean,
Let me
I-
go
You don't
look,
just
Rand.
get that. You have to.
I-
Watch it be Rand's first achievement in the game.
Actually, I have all the achievements in that game's locker because I know what I'm doing.
So you definitely looked up the skirt for gamer score. See, that's platinum right there.
So you beat Elden Ring in 5 hours with no
I beat it in 60 because I'm a gamer.
Oh shit.
with guides.
No guides needed.
Hey, I want to go
But
ahead
he
and move
did beat
forward
it.
because this is kind of Elden Ring. I'm finally glad we're crawling out of that whole thing. Okay, Elden Ring murdered everything on the planet for like 2 months.
Yeah,
It did. It
Still
really
is.
did.
It really murdered Horizon Forbidden West, unfortunately.
Stop being toxic.
Like death.
Hey, shout out
Did
to
you play
Dub.
Horizon?
Like death.
shout out to Dub, by the way. $5 super shoes. Gotham Knight looked a little lackluster in his opinion, but he was unable to tell if it was the game itself or the person playing. I think it was both, man. And plus the bit rates that they were uploading at 30 frames, man, which wasn't the best. You know, but best hopes here. Sir X-Man, by the way, says, was it just me or did it look like Spider-Man ripoff?
I
What?
mean, Spider-Man's kind of rip off of Batman, anyways.
Yeah, Spider-Man,
So it's
yeah, is
like-
a very, very
it-
close
it-
ripoff
That's
of
the
Batman.
thing.
Yeah.
If you look at like Miles Morales or even the first
I
Spider-Man,
think he's talking about how Nightwing's
movie.
flipping around.
I know, but the animations there are miles ahead of what we saw here today with Gotham.
At least at 30
Miles.
FPS, yeah.
They're all a rip off of Prototype.
They're all a rip off of Rise. Get it right.
Hey, there's no jumping in Rise. Hey, shout out to Psychonauts. He says shout out to the panel and everyone in the chat. He says Gotham Knights mechanics felt clunky. Hope it gets addressed by the developers. Yeah, I mean, hopefully so, man. And the Lord Star Killer, by the way, $20 super chat. Shout out to you, buddy. Says for the panel, will Creation Engine 2 take full advantage of RDX? You read that one already, right?
Yep.
Full advantage of RDX 2, Elder Scrolls 6.
Probably not.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, unless it's using every one of those features, we haven't seen one game come close to doing that. So who knows? It's on Microsoft at this point, you know. Like I said, the Delta's there. If they can't leverage it, though, it don't fucking matter. But anyways, hey, we got to give a shout out again.
We're
for moving
screwed.
forward. We're screwed. We're moving forward. Xbox everywhere. We've got this is something. The Xbox E is something that's kind of come out in some leaked stuff as well, I think. So Xbox E obviously probably stands for everywhere and probably includes devices like your TV or Xbox Cloud Gaming, applications for your TV. My thing is though, Rand, I said this in the last video as well, but why would you get an Xbox Everywhere TV puck? You know, like unless you're why would you do that when it's one on your phone or two? Or you could just stream it using the TV app, depending on your TV, right? Unless it's like an Apple TV competitor, and it also has entertainment there. But on top of that, all of these games that you'll be able to stream, which really will set it apart.
It'll have entertainment on it.
I would hope so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think Game Pass will be on every TV app. Like, I think they'll be on Samsung's, but
They
then
gotta sign
I don't
deals just to
necessarily
do these
won't be
stupid
on
things.
LG's or whatever. So it's just another low cost option for people, right? Like, if you want to buy it, like, well, I got my Xbox downstairs in the game, and then I'll put a puck upstairs, right? And maybe you can tie those together somehow. You know,
Use it as like a streaming kind of a local server stream to it.
Something along those lines. Xbox Series C for cloud.
Hey, did you know the Xbox Series K is coming in 2023 June?
And Xbox Series H.
Man, shout out to that lion ass Xbox Ready channel.
Damn.
I mean, shit. Dude, at least try to maintain some kind of
What'd they
fucking accurate.
do?
Go look, dude. Like it's just complete bullshit. Like every video is like
what?
Crap
Are you
Gamer
saying
2.0
their
over there.
journalistic integrity is in
Journalists.
question?
No, it ain't. It ain't journalists. It's fucking random fucks that want to cash in on shit they don't even play. But yeah, I mean, again, Rand, what, you disagree with what I say, Rand?
I don't necessarily disagree. I think Xbox is trying to hit every single
I'm saying about
potential
Xbox
market.
Ready, you bitch.
Oh, Xbox Ready? Yeah, I mean, like, if you're coming out there and saying Xbox Series H confirmed, I mean, that's a lie from hell.
Yeah.
So,
And and what was that studio they said in their title as well? From Software or somebody was
What are we
being bought.
talking about?
We're just talking about a YouTube channel as a corporate YouTube channel. They started up to try
Xbox
to
and
cash in.
PlayStation ready.
It's
Yeah,
just
there's
bullshit. But again, if I released a video saying Xbox Series K coming June 2023, I would catch all kinds of fucking hell for that shit. That's just a flat out fucking lie. So again, we want to go ahead.
Holy shit, they're lying about everything.
You're looking at their channel right now.
I'm fucking looking at it right now. I didn't know there was a Xbox handheld.
He said they're lying about everything right now.
Holy shit.
Hey, shout out to everybody who knows what we're talking about, guys. Again,
with the rumor was going
handheld.
around that Sony might buy From Software, they're like, Microsoft buys From Software.
the opposite.
Yeah, no, the exact opposite of the rumor going around. But
We're
all
being
right.
fuck faces right now, Che. Hey, hit the like button. Tell everybody too about the show. I'll say it again while I stall. I do that a lot of times. We do got Xbox everywhere again. This is going to be something that Microsoft probably hammer home hard this E3. And I don't know if you got any kind of email or anything, but we'll have more to talk about closer to E3.
I did have an email.
Good. We'll have more to talk about before E3 that we'll be allowed to talk about stuff. But, I mean, I think this is going to be something that they do hammer home, and there's a reason this stuff's kind of coming out. And Phil has had weird devices like behind him in the last couple times he's been seen. He's had different devices behind him that kind of...
Phil's literally talked about this last year, the ideas, streaming sticks and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we've been talking about it for even years before, and we're talking about like the plan
like
of
2017,
Xbox and, like,
yeah, feeling it.
your game where it's not the console, it's like PC and like streaming and all this stuff. It's finally actually all coming together, so yeah. Do they announce any of this stuff during the event? Maybe, or maybe they give it its own thing a little bit later on, but
They won't announce-
What does Tim Dog think about that?
yeah. Tim, what do you think?
From the upside down, Tim, how are you doing?
They how you doing? They won't touch that. What I think this is basically is just a rollout type thing. You're also going to see if they ever announce it. You might see Family Share at Xbox announcement. But I don't think that you're going to see any portion of this at the event. But what you'll do is you'll probably see, like at CES next year, Sony has the native app, and they have the ability to connect your controller to the TV natively. Things like that you'll start to see. And with Xbox Family Share, you said something where, let's say you get 5 accounts or 4 accounts. One of the things I would do specifically is just like one of the TVs. You don't even have to have an Xbox. You could just basically have an xCloud account to that dongle or whatever. So it's just giving more flexibility, more ways to connect. And they're waiting at 2 billion, as they say. This is all part of the rollout. The dongle has been talked about since 2016. I think the pricing on that's going to be very surprising in a good way. From there, I think it's just, like I said, it's going to be just a gradual rollout, and you're going to have a lot of accessibility and ways to play without a console, to be honest, or a phone. It just anything. It's just going to be any which way you think, just like an app, like anything, Netflix or whatever you want to think about, Spotify. You could play your video game wherever.
Yep.
Stupid.
Tim hit it on the head.
Tim, thanks for chiming in, though, brother. Seriously, it's always good to hear you talk about this stuff. I think you're pretty spot on there. It's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming. Speaking of cool, though, we do have Pillbox Gaming. He says, "What's up, big pimps? Love y'all. You love y'all, and for the love of God, Microsoft make Rise 2. Unfortunately, Crytek owns that IP, right? They gave it, or no, they never owned it, did they? So Crytek owns that IP, but." Rise 2 is definitely needed. There's a rumor that there is another one. There's been a rumor for a second one for like 5 years that it will be a multi-platform game, and hopefully Rise 2 is the thing, Pillbox. But I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Dark CMF giving away a copy of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands for the next generation consoles. And that's probably the cross-generation bundle, so you get both. But shout out to Dark. And then we've also got Biff Rinaldi in the super chat as well. He says, I'm late to the Elden Ring party, and it's kicking my ass. Hey, Rand, would you rather be a Pokemon game or give Mayo covered Zalker a hug?
Oh, I'd rather give.
I was trying to make sure what I was reading
Covered
was.
Zalker a hug. So.
That's a surprise answer to me.
Zalker's my friend, and Pokemon's not. So
Why do you hate Pokemon?
What if I
so
was
much?
dressed? What if I was dressed like Pikachu? Fuck you, Rand. I'll hug you that way.
Anyway,
Things got weird.
Things started weird, Floss.
Oh, this show started off the fucking. It doesn't matter no more.
Very weird.
You know what the best part about the day is sometimes?
Going to sleep.
It's not waking up with Folgers, bitch. Sometimes it's just it's talking about video games and having a really cool community of people around you that also like video games, and they may or may not show up and tune in and tell us their thoughts, and we appreciate those people. Everyone that watches the shows, Xbox 2, RDX, XNC, all the podcasts in the community, especially Games Talk Live with Fonzarelli. You guys, thank you very much for supporting all of us and letting us
on the last show.
Jaffe, yeah. By the way, we're gonna have Jaffe on next week, I think. So that's the God of War creator. I've done a show with him in the past. You know, the guy's he's brutally honest, which obviously as you probably tell, we're kind of like that. But again, we do appreciate you guys. That's our last topic. We're not gonna run the show out. It ends when it ends, and that's how it's meant to be. Rand.
Hey, no, I mean we. The JezzCast, like look, the JezzCast is the JezzCast, bro. Like we just have a good time.
He said we're talking about Chick-fil-A for an hour, bitch.
No, we talk, talk about whatever.
Oh man,
shit, we don't even talk about any topics for the first hour half the time, because last week I had to explain to people how I died and resurrected. So
yeah, and you didn't mention the fact that I texted you.
You did
with a very, very sincere voice text of all things. The weirdest thing I could have done.
You did. I was shocked when I was like, "What is this?"
You didn't even know it could be a thing.
And I didn't even know.
I called Colt Eastwood I called Colt Eastwood to contact you because I was like, everybody was messaging me, and I'm like, "This is trolly." And then Jez was like, "Have you heard from Rand?" And I was like, "Okay, maybe this is not trolly."
So yeah, just for context, some idiot in a YouTube comment section started a rumor that Rand al'Thor died earlier. Last week? So, Rand did not die. We all contacted him, and now I know not to ever do that again. He leaves me out of the stories, but, we all appreciate Rand, and he's a good friend of the show.
Guy was really happy. By the way, the guy was really happy that all happened. By the way, that's how sick of that guy.
Oh, yeah, the guy was super happy that it got the rumor got all the way back to me. So
he's like, I've done something wrong, look!
Rand, Alfonso Mendoza in the chat says Rand is a snack.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
He's a full meal, brother. He's not a snack.
Hey, shout out to Spooky Sprocket in the chat, brother. Shout out to you, buddy. And by the way, I'm doing game giveaways and stuff for channel members and for patrons. If you missed it, there is a link in the community section of the channel for members only and a link in the Patreon for the patrons. Join the Discord. Join the private Discord. An awesome community. I told you guys I'd be back in there more often. I just had to be the right time for me to get my shit together. And I'm back in there talking. And we got a whole bunch of people in there just talking about all kinds of crazy shit. Building Captain America shields on their CNC machines. But yeah, check out those links. And obviously, that's where I'm going to be doing these giveaways to get around patrons' dumb bullshit.
Speaking of Captain America, Special Nick of Xbox Era said that there's an Xbox Era. I wanted to get your opinion on this because
10 out of 10, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, okay. So he says that the Xbox podcast community is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? And that each podcast references others, and that he is the Iron Man of the Xbox podcasting community. I told him he's more like the Ant-Man or like Groot.
The Iron Man.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I was like,
I would know who Iron Man is. I would have already actually talked to Iron Man and hung out with Iron Man. If I know who the fuck Iron Man is.
I told him, like, listen, you got to be OG if you want to be Iron Man, and you're not OG. You know what I mean? You weren't there from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be Tony Stark. You're more like Ant-Man. You know?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Colt said he's Captain America.
Colt is Captain America?
That's what Colt said. That's what Colt said he was. Colt said he was Captain America.
Colt's more like Black Widow.
Yeah, because he runs away a lot.
Because he runs away a lot, and he's kind of like a secret toxic fanboy.
A secret. What do you mean? No,
what do you mean?
I don't know. I think that it would be. I think that. I don't know. I don't know where the Iron Man reference is coming from at all.
Somebody said I was Rocket Raccoon, and I couldn't agree more.
You're Rat Face Raccoon.
I'm just an asshole. I'm a trash panda that just talks shit all day.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I think if you're doing things right, and you're talking about a community, and you're trying to have some kind of league of fucking podcast, like that shit's cringy. We're all just gamers. I couldn't possibly call myself any one person the Avengers because I just don't think that way.
I am Thor.
I'm glad you said.
I'm Thor.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because dealer, I've been sitting here with my like jaw like wide open, thinking, "What the fuck is this?"
You're
like,
Hawkeye.
Well,
folks.
why are we even discussing
He
this?
said, "What the fuck is this
stupid-ass
Iron Man shit?"
Like,
I
what,
hate
Marvel,
to say
Xbox community?
Yeah, I think Two Rand's right. Like, you got to be OG to be one of the main people, even if you were trying to do that shit. So those guys are kind of new with this, right?
It kind of reminds me of that video where Sony bought Crunchyroll and they're like, assemble! Remember that shit? Like, that stupid trash?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
What's happening
Again, I
there?
ain't doing this whole Avengers shit. We're all just assholes with microphones, and I hate it when people step up on pedestals. Get the fuck down.
Obi mod in
I'm
the chat.
Sprout.
You're who, Tim?
You're the guy with no mouth in the new Doctor
I'm
Strange.
the tree guy. The tree guy.
Oh, you're Groot? Okay, you can be Groot. Obi was telling me that there's people in those Twitter spaces that say they run the Xbox community. And I was
What?
like, huh? Nobody runs Xbox community.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine legit saying that and legit thinking that, like, we run the Xbox community because we run Twitter spaces?
You know what?
It's
I'm
like,
going to be the
huh?
guy that just
What?
shuts this conversation the fuck down. Let's just go on. Let's move on from this shit.
Hey, Fonz, there's no more toxic
Hey, I love talking
toxic
about this
topics.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this is weird, though.
Hey, Fonz, stop it. You know you like it, bitch.
No, I don't like it. I
Now
don't
you some
like
of this
the-
yellow.
I don't like when people boast like that and try to be like, "Oh, I'm this. I'm the
Yep.
leader of the community."
Exactly right.
It's just so fucking weird.
Well, that's
man.
why we're talking about it, because it is weird. But it's the thing that happens, and Rand apparently wanted to talk about it because he keeps bringing it up.
Well, you
Well, you know
said
what's
you were
funny?
going to end the show, so.
Well, that's not the best way to do it. I'll rail on this shit all day.
Hey, Tim's got something to say.
I saw a Sony fanboy that I have blocked, but I saw it screenshot in one of the group. They were talking about this, and they were making fun of that, saying that we're all acting like we're now a part of, acting like we're a part of that. Which obviously,
Would you
heard
expect
when-
any accuracy from those dumb fucks, though, at all? On
No, I'm
anything?
saying, like, we weren't,
I didn't. I mean, none of us asked for a review console. We don't ask for nothing from them. They contacted us about any of that stuff, and if I wanted to do more with them or do more game reviews or all this, we are all in charge of that, right, Rand? Like, we can decide what we want to do and not do. I've not covered games they've sent me before.
You can make reviews about other people's reviews.
Yeah, you could do that too. Like, so I mean, obviously the Sony radical fucks that you're talking about don't even watch the show, or they realize how
We don't
stupid
got to
they sound.
justify shit to these fucking people.
Yeah, Zalko, we don't have to. Anyway, Rand, you wanted to talk about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No, I wanted to get your opinion.
Wait, I want to know, Rand, who are you?
I don't know who I am.
I think
I'd say you're
like-
I'd say Rand is like Uncle Ben. They're
think
from
I'm
the
like- I
beginning,
think I'm like
but
a-
died.
I'm like
You know?
Squirrel Girl or something.
that's pretty close.
I'm okay with that.
What do y'all think
Yeah.
Rand is?
Oh,
I hope you know Squirrel Girl and Rocket Raccoon date. What's up, Rand?
Oh my God. Anyway, Zachary, you want to read these super chats real quick?
yeah,
Read
you
these real
looking
quick.
furry. I just fucking choked on my water.
You guys
Stupid.
killed me with that.
Hey, hit the like button, guys, if you're watching. We're going to do some outros and stuff. We still got 1,100 people here. We appreciate it. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on all this stuff and why people think they're an avenger of Xbox. Go ahead, Zucker.
What am I doing? bitch?
Read the fucking sources.
Yeah, you're a
God
super
damn
chat
it.
friend, remember?
Fuck you.
Zonka is a
My
toddler.
super chat pal.
Where did you stop? We got that one.
We got
Okay, we got
Garuda.
Garuda. He said, when Xbox is drowning in games and dominating sales, what will the narrative be on the other side? We are drowning on an undeniable Xbox golden era.
yeah, that's facts. He always drops a little nugget of truth in the chat.
He
every
does,
show.
but they need to start bringing out these fucking games. I'm just being honest.
They do,
Like,
they do.
all spring is bad. Phase 23 Brooklyn says, what games you guys expect to be at the Summer Game Fest? So that's the Keeleys.
Who knows? Could be a lot of
Honestly,
stuff.
there's last year he had a lot of stuff.
Sony might
at
have
both
some
shows.
stuff there. I would think that's a smart play for Sony, and not really Xbox. 'cause
Everybody said that last year, bro.
Is there
Everybody,
any-
do you remember that they said that last
Yeah.
year, and it was like
Yeah, but that
director's
was
cut for
after.
Death Stranding. It's like what?
Was there
Yeah.
anything to do with Kojima last year?
No.
Oh, this is the year then. He's bringing him back this year.
I could see Sony announcing the release date of God of War before the Xbox show.
Yeah.
I agreed.
Which
That's
if it
what
comes
I
out
think-
next year, it's like that'll be negative. But well, I guess we'll.
I don't know, man.
D batches in the
I
chat,
think
by the way.
the
He says
boxes
500,
are
1,000 people watching live, 500 likes. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, D.
I
You're
doubt
getting
this
to-
deal's going to
you're
go
getting
through.
to
This
that
is just
point
too good to be true.
You're getting to that point though where Sony definitely has to, like they got to make an announcement. I do think they're going to get it out there. So I do think that's possible. You could see something. Now remember, Summerfest was after Xbox's E3 last year, whatever you want to call it. So this would be different, where this is before, and Xbox is going to save their stuff for their show. So I do think it could be. Sony fans should keep an eye out on that show.
I want to see Space Marine too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So we got Danny. We also got Danny Passion Official. Shout out RDX dealer. Don't forget to read my emoji. I didn't see an emoji there.
Super chat friend, he missed it.
I don't see an emoji. There's no emoji there, man.
He probably
You
put
got
a little Xbox symbol emoji, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, small dog emoji.
I like it. There we go.
All right.
Hot dog.
Next.
We got Pillpox. I think Tim Dog. Are you the effing making Sony ponies cry?
What?
What?
He said.
Are you the asshole that's making Sony ponies cry?
No, I've been pretty quiet. I saw a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I stood out of it. I just was a lot of people were just like sniping all over the place. But nah, I didn't. I stayed out.
Just dodging 50 caliber rounds. Fuck.
Risk It said, "Who Ant-Man?" Question mark.
No one knows.
Rand's penis.
Elk Dude, by the way, says, "Hey guys, I've told Elk Dude forever ago, get a hold of me if you want to come on the show, brother." He's a channel member for 17 months. By the way, he says, "Hey guys, good to see Rand back in the fold. I'm still excited for Gotham Knights. Trust me, man.
Hell yeah, you are.
I'm Chinaki guy.
Chinook.
Chinook guy. Okay, I'm just making fun of you. You call him Chinaki guy. I only put respect on Chinook guy. Okay, on his name.
Loves it right now.
Go ahead and read that one, Zach.
I've come to announce that Xbox will be announcing Banjo and Blink's crossover game that is a third-person action adventure set in Skyrim.
Oh, shit. Super Insider
I
confirmed.
hate you so much right now, Chinook. I hate you for that.
Hey, G-Bone, shout out to you,
Who
brother.
Ant-Man?
He's in the Discord, guys. Again, channel members, patrons, check the sites for the Discord. Doing game giveaways there. But we're going to do some outros, guys. Do appreciate you for showing up and supporting the show as you always do. A bunch of real people in the chat that are real, and we appreciate the fact that you're actual humans.
How real are the real people?
And
in
you
the
have
chat?
legs and feet and stuff like real humans and stuff, so we appreciate that.
They're not robots of any kind.
There's no
Beep, boop, beep,
there's no
bitch.
robots like some of these other weird people going on around here in this here community. But we worked hard to build this show, man. Brandon, you know what it's like.
You're
got
an
Jez on
OG.
your
You've
show.
been doing this show for. I mean, we
5
just
years.
hit 5 years last month. So that's a long time to be doing a show. You know.
Dealer's Agent Coulson.
Wait, weren't we doing it before you?
Yeah.
The Jazzcast, as you refer to it,
Uh-huh.
we started right when Digital Foundry revealed the specs of the 1X, which was April of 2017.
Do you have it in the playlist? You went back and watched
Yes.
the first one? Okay.
I went into the playlist and I was.
So you
went
guys
to
have
the
been
first
going a
one.
little bit longer than us.
So April of 2017 is when we started. So over 5 years.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Don't
man.
you have the first couple episodes like deleted?
No.
Like the first one?
Dealer.
Oh, for Cold
I don't
Eastwood?
think
Yeah.
No, you're talking about TXR, which has
I don't know who for. I just thought
TXR has
Fonz.
like 87 episodes that are deleted.
No, I,
Unfortunately,
Don't you have the first episode deleted because Colt said something stupid? Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember that. I really don't.
Hey, but hey, big shout out to everyone who did watch the first episode. We got some guys that have been watching the podcast for years and years and years, and we appreciate you. A lot of messages from all over the world, honestly, and of course, a ton of people working right now. Shout out to you guys. We are glad to help you pass some time. Let us know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two about the show. And we're going to play some games, do some outros and stuff like that. Check the links down below for everything you might want to see. And of course, you guys are amazing. Randolph Thor, thanks for joining us, buddy. You helped us out in a time where D-Batch had to go get tested for herpes.
damn.
What have you been playing? And what? And where can people find you?
Hope he's okay, man. Hope you're all right, D-Batch.
D-Batch, seriously though. We can't wait
It's
to have you back
negative.
next
It's
week.
negative. It's
Yeah.
negative.
I was playing Trek to Yomi. We talked about that. Okay game. I also finished the Parable or the Stanley Parable, which I adored.
Ooh,
I can't
I bought it
recommend
because
that
of
game
you.
enough. You should play it.
I'm going to.
It's Portal without portals, essentially.
Oh,
Kind of.
that's
So
interesting.
I loved it, but it's all about like dialogue and all these different things and endings you can find that are just absurd, and it's crazy and it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So
Well, I'm glad to hear that books are less in your life.
I haven't read anything in like 3 weeks.
Well, it sounded like you just read a game. You said it's all about dialogue.
Well, it's all about. I mean, yeah,
Oh, you
but
got
you're
a
not
list
reading
and
it.
you're not reading
I don't
it.
put.
Okay, good,
I don't put on
good.
subtitles. On
Yeah, I
this.
thought you were. You're like, I'm going to read, bitch.
No.
Oh, dude, damn, D-Batch got herpes. Hey, shout out to the mods too, man. You guys are awesome. As well as Toolman55. Shout out to you, buddy. But Brand,
good
thanks for
people.
coming on, buddy. Fonz, what have you been playing? And
I haven't been playing shit, man, but packing my boxes and moving it to storage. That's pretty much
you
what
playing
I've been
unpacking on Game Pass?
doing. Not yet. Somebody told me about that. I'll wait till I actually unpack. Besides that, though, I've been just doing a whole lot of work, man. But it's good to be here tonight and talk to everybody. Again, like I said at the beginning of the show, I missed you guys, and I missed the chat. Still doing my show, though. I did Games Talk Live this Sunday with David Jaffe, creator of God of War, of course. If you guys didn't check that show out, it was really good. It was really fun. Got him to answer some questions that I was really wanting to hear about, about his games and stuff. Said some interesting things, and it was fun. And next week, I will be doing a show. It'll be basically my season 1 ender. Okay, I'll be taking a hiatus after next week for a while. But I will have King David on, so he'll be my closer, if you will. So
It's kind of fucked up that you left me out of the closing position.
You know why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
I've had you on a couple of times, and man,
we always break records when I'm on there, Fonz.
Yeah, King David does pretty decent too.
King David's
You guys
awesome.
both
I
do.
love
You
King
guys.
David.
Yeah, I love all you guys. But,
yeah. Seriously though, check out
it's gonna
Gamer
be fun.
Talk Live. Follow Fonz.
It'll be at 3 p.m. It'll actually be 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this week, this Sunday, because I told him he asked if I could put it out an hour, push it back, because that Iron Lord's podcast goes forever. So
500 hours.
How it is. Yeah, he's going to be doing like a podcast for like 7 hours that day.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, hey, have him drink a Monster, jump on GTL, and have fun.
Have a good time.
But yeah, again, guys, hit the like button if you haven't. Again, let us know your thoughts. We're doing some outros. This is Orcs Must Die 3 on Xbox Series X, for those that are wondering, with Titan Drago, who, coincidentally enough, I didn't actually see in the chat tonight. So what are the odds? All night he's actually on the show. But, hey, Tim Dog, what have you been playing, and where can people find you, bud?
Yeah, I played Trek Yomi when I could get on, and I played it and I actually encountered a glitch where I know it's a glitch because I went on YouTube to follow to see where I was and what was happening. When I was on a bridge, a guy was supposed to fight another guy, and they never fought. So I was caught up, and that's where I ended up playing that game. I did like it. It is very, simple, gameplay, X and Y, like you said, and not much to it. But, overall, I was having fun with it until I hit that glitch. And like I said, I had a bout with Xbox Live outage, which sucked, and we discussed that, and hopefully Xbox can come to some type of solution for that. But it was, overall a nice weekend, and aside from that, and good show today. Rand is always awesome. It's always great to have him. And next week's a nice show with David, so looking forward to that. Follow me at Twitter, xCloud, Tim Dog.
Follow Tim Dog at Tim Dog. Find him in my post-show tweet as well, or the before-the-show tweet. Zalker, buddy, what have you been playing, and where can people find you?
You guys know where you can find me? Zalker87 on YouTube, Zalker87 on Twitter, and in the dumpster at Dealer Gaming Channel. No, but I've been playing Sea of Thieves, and then the outage happened, which sucked. I beat Trek to Yomi, which thought was all right, decent game. I've been playing the new Halo season. I've been doing the Last Spartan Standing. I think the map is the 2 maps that came out are actually pretty cool. A lot of good stuff. Keep adding more, please. We need more shit in that game. Yeah, then I've been playing Apex Legends. Their new season just started, I think, today. So I've been playing ranked in that. I'm at Platinum, trying to get to Diamond and hopefully Masters this season. A lot of fun. And yeah, I've also, somebody recommended me Spell Force 3, which is in Game Pass. And I think it was Jedi Knight Peter or Tim A. Somebody recommended it to me. It's an action RPG mixed with RTS elements. And that's right up my alley. I installed it and started checking it out. And I didn't even know that shit was on Game Pass. And it's really fun. Pretty damn high quality. So, yeah, that's what I've been playing. Just a shit ton of games. Having a good time.
What was the name of that RTS that we were talking about? That
Iron Harvest?
No, well, that's a dog shit one. That the tutorial's so bad I can't even bother getting past.
Are you talking about which one?
The one with
that
the
had,
mech.
like,
They kind of borrowed a lot from Supreme.
Riftbreaker. Riftbreaker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. The people that made X-Morph and I think Zombie Driver made that. I have that installed also.
I need to get
Actually,
back on
that. I might jump. Yeah, dude, I need to get back on that one. Fucking good call. I might do that one.
But yeah, follow Zelker as Zelker87, of course. Again, want to thank everyone that showed up here. Follow me at dealer_gaming on Twitter. And a shout out to everyone in the Discord. I've got a new patron member tier in the Discord. That's where we'll be doing giveaways. We'll be setting that up over the next week. And then we'll be giving away some games in there, too. What about Timmy?
It's Timmy. He's the one that recommended it to me. He just put it in the chat.
Shout out
Thanks,
to
bud.
Timmy.
Yeah, that's him.
And obviously, guys, check out my last video. It's in the dumpster. And obviously, what else? Follow me at Xbox Live, II space dealer space II there as well. Been playing a lot of Control. And after getting past that trash-ass map and learning my way around that and just fast traveling more and more this time through on the next-gen version, quote-unquote, I'm enjoying that game a lot more. It looks phenomenal. The physics are still unlike anything else. And I can't believe they even got it running on the Xbox One with how the physics are running in that game. Like, it's just super impressive, all the stuff you can do in that game. But the next-gen version with 60 FPS really takes it up quite a bit. Been playing that, got back into Grounded a little bit now. It's a lot more of a complete game. I think the new update for that hit today, I think. So you can kind of have some more features there. But yeah, that, Grounded, and Trek to Yomi, Forza 7 I've been getting a lot into as well. So I've been playing a lot of that. But guys, you can check it all out yourself. My gamer card is all open. Add me on Xbox Live. We will see you in the next show, and we're out.
Later, everybody.